During the evolution of time, things may have changed like technology, building structures, but one thing has not, and that's speech, the way we communicate with each other. There is a right way and there's a wrong way. There is an effective way to communicate. I'm going to share with you 5 ways to effectively communicate with each other. Number 1, knowing the need. Engaging in a conversation that involves information, you must consider who your audience is and what are you trying to pass on. Without this, the information or the message that you're trying to deliver may not be as effective until you clearly define the topic. Being able to answer questions about your topic can bring your topic to life and open the eyes to those who have questions. During our life, we engage in communication with family, strangers, coworkers. When we do, there are times that we wish we never said that without thinking. Making quick decisions. This can hurt our conversation or communication between each other. In the future, always consider our conversation or communication as a tool to make a great impact. Number 2, always try to recognize the impact of miscommunication. This can cause an effect on our relationships that can potentially be hazardous. Remember, when we were younger, our mothers or teachers always said, put yourself in someone else's shoes. This should be done when we are communicating with each other, as well as how you use your words will also affect our communication or the effect. Number 3, this was something that I had to work on, and it was to listen. We need to learn to listen before we open our mouth. When we are having a conversation, allow that person to have the spotlight. Listen to what they have to say before you start to interrupt. This can also cause someone to feel disrespected or even mad. This also goes for when we may be reading a text message or an email that we may take the wrong way. If we all took a moment to reread that message before responding right away in anger, this can prevent a fight. And if you don't understand what the message means, still reach out and ask, what do you mean? Number 4, now we have more than just a phone to talk. We have social media to also communicate. Understanding positive communication can allow us to avoid online conflict. As we all know, everything that is online will always be there somehow, and it stays online. We all leave an electronic footprint. Anyone looking for a dirty background on you will always be able to locate this and can affect your career. In order to try and avoid this situation, it is important to monitor yourself wisely. Choose the messages that you are trying to send to avoid the risk, a possibility of others taking your message the wrong way. Finally, number 5, the difference between knowing your listeners. Being consistent with our way of our communication is great. But when we feel safe knowing our listener, we're able to communicate with ease and allowing ourselves the ability to correct or tweak our message for others to understand better. Some of the most successful relationships are built on good communication. This is also true for work. Being able to communicate effectively. This allows us to come up with a mutual understanding. With the new understanding on effective ways to communicate, including ways on social media, I hope you can understand how much communication dominates our lives and how we can look in others' eyes. With these few steps, we can build a path to improve our communication habits by accounting for our audience and rewording a message or two. This can better help make your message more effective to others, allowing for better communication in a more effective way.